We are live. So, hi everyone. I'm Colin Lowenberg. I want to show you today about the Omi AI necklace. So, I'm actually going to show you the physical hardware that we have right here. So you can see this is the brand new Omi AI necklace. It comes in this beautiful packaging right here. So it's a wearable chat GPT, and you can connect it to your computer or your phone. It's actually completely open source hardware and software. So you can go and you can actually open it up and you can see right inside. And you can also buy this right now on the website. We're going to show you how to build AI applications on top of this open source platform. I've made my own customized necklace for it. So you can see my necklace is a little cooler. You can put the Omi right in the necklace and you can wear it on your neck. So I'm actually going to go ahead and wear this Omi on my neck right now for this purpose of this call. But what you can also buy online is the Omi Dev Kit too. So this is the Omi Dev Kit tool. And you can also 3D print and make your own Omi Dev Kit. So this is the Omi Dev Kit 1. So you can go and manufacture your own. You can buy these parts online and you can build and print your own 3D printed Omi, or you can buy your own developer kit on the website, as well as the final form, the Omi AI necklace, the consumer version. Now you can find these parts, you can buy the Seed Studio chipset online as well. So this is the Seed Studio chipset. And you can go ahead and buy that, and you can connect the battery. You just need to do two soldering points and connect a battery and a switch. And then you can install it into any 3D printed device that you want. And you have the Omi Dev Kit 1, the Omi Dev Kit 2, and the consumer device Omi. And so now I'm going to show you how to actually connect this device. So if you want to connect the device to your computer or your phone, there is a capability where you can actually just connect directly to this device. And you can see mine's already connected right here. And you can see this is actually the transcript of my conversation right here. So I'm going to hit stop on this conversation. And what this does is it creates a conversation that you can now type it. You can go in here and you can build anything you want. So you can go in here and you can say, you can look at all your conversations in the past, and you can look at like plans to, this is actually from a TV show. So you can see if you're watching a TV show, it'll actually record that TV show. So you can see a TV show scene analysis and voice assistant with misidentification. It's very cool what you can see in here. You can see agents investigating a security breach in Austria. So I basically recorded a TV show and all those notes came into here. As well, you can go in and you can chat with your Omi and you can ask it questions. So you have access to ChatGPT, you have access to Omi, and you can go in and you can basically see, you can actually chat with this Omi device and all of the data that you've captured about yourself. Or about conversations that you have overheard. So if you overhear a conversation, now you have that memory saved in the Omi cloud, and you can now ask that ChatGPT any questions. So you can say, you can ask questions about anything you want. So it's very cool. You can also go in and see memories in here, and you can go in and see there's hackathons in here. You can find all sorts of cool use cases. So memories are created whenever you go into the application. Whenever you talk to the application, it creates memories about you. So it learns facts about you, and then you can actually, it learns to know everything that there is about you. And then you can go and you can build your own applications on top of Omi. So whatever use case you talk about, I talk to a lot of people about different use cases all the time. And so one time I wanted to create an application that takes all those ideas and then vibe codes them automatically. So in here, you can see a long list of applications that are already built on top of Omi. So you can see doctor patient notes, therapist patient notes. This is a really exciting one. I think people want to build solutions for healthcare. So you can take notes. You also can create a clone of Steve Jobs or a clone of any that helps you with your tasks. I believe there's also like an ADHD helper in here. There's a girlfriend retainer. There's a job interview coach. There's a lot of really cool applications that have already been built, thousands upon thousands of applications. So if you want to build an application, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So the way to build applications on Omi is to start on the Omi Docs page. So let's just go over to my browser and let's share the browser right here. So we are at a hackathon right now hosted by Draper University. So we have a crowd here in person talking about this. If you want to get started on Omi, just go to omi.me, and you can see on the website, you can actually buy all the products I was just talking about. So you can go get the dev kit now, and you can order the Omi dev kit for $70 on the website. As well, you can buy the product itself, the consumer version of the product. You can pre-order right now for $89. So you can see you can buy the actual product for $89. Now, if you want to get started, I recommend going to the docs page, and on the docs you can see an introduction. I recommend watching the videos on the YouTube as well. And if you go to developer, you can go to apps, and you can see prompt-based apps and developing integration apps for Omi. So this is actually the best place to start as a developer. Is once you get started, you want to get your device connected to your phone. And so that's the first step. You just open up the box, turn on the device, and you'll see a red light. And then you connect your phone to it, and it should turn blue. You have to do this with the Omi app. And once you do that, you'll start to see your transcriptions coming through. But you can also see on that screen, there is a screen that lets you go to explore. So I was just showing you the list of apps. So we want to build one of those apps. The way to do that is to probably start with a prompt-based app. So you can actually create your own prompt-based app right inside of the Omi app. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. Let's do a quick demo of building your own app within the Omi app. Where'd it go? Omi. Let's go to the Explore page of the Omi app. So in the Omi app, you can go in here and you can find the Explore page. So click Explore, and then click Create Your Own App. And you want to click Create App right here. You can also create a digital clone of yourself. If you create a digital clone of yourself, it takes all of your memories and makes them accessible to people if you want to share it publicly. So I've connected my Omi and my X account, and now you can actually access all of the data that I've created. You can now ask me questions via this link. So, but what I want to do today is I want to create an app. Do you guys have any ideas for an app? Let's create an app together. Yeah. What should we create today? Let's create an app that helps people do what? What's a problem that we want to solve today? Any ideas? You want to check the weather? Okay, we can do a weather app.
Which streets are colder and which days are warmer?
Okay, so weather SF weather app. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna make the SF weather app. We're going to say, what is it going to be? Emotional and mental support. We'll make this for travel and exploration. And we'll say my awesome app is a great app that does. So this app will tell you the weather in San Francisco based on the neighborhood. So we're gonna need an API that can give us that information. So that might be a little tricky, but we can figure that out later. Basically the weather in San Francisco is always foggy, so that'd be fun. Let's go ahead and do a. We can add some screenshots later, so we can add those later, but we can also make this app public, and we can submit this app. You agree to the terms and conditions. So we want to do some notifications here. We want to notify users. We probably don't need to do any notification, but we do want to have, we can chat with it, and we can have conversations access, and we can have external integration. So external integration might be necessary if we want to pull this data out to some other app. But we basically say, okay, let's read some conversations and read memories. So now it can read everything that I'm talking about, and it can also create conversations and memories if we want, but we don't need it to do that today. So let's just say, let's just read conversations. We can also trigger a real-time event. So this is where you can send data out from the Omi app. You can send transcript processed or conversation created or audio bytes. So you can take those audio bytes and you can send them out. So this would be like actually sending live audio recordings out to your application. Conversation creation means whenever a conversation is created in the app, it will send that copy of that conversation out. So you can take ideas that you discussed and send those notes out. Transcript processed, you could also send a live transcript that you want to send each word or a few words sent at us at the same time. Or you could say none, and then none will just we'll still be able to read conversations via a REST API endpoint. So we'll have a REST API endpoint that you can call data from, and that's called import apps. But let's do transcript processed, and we need a webhook URL here. So for this, we can actually go and look at the documentation real quick. So let's take a look at the docs. We go over to the documentation. So we're in prompt-based apps. If we want to do integration apps, that's what we're talking about, sending a real-time stream. So we would want to go down to create an integration app, and you want to set up your endpoint. So you want to create a test webhook. So we'll just go to webhook-test.com, and we can create a webhook URL. So we'll just copy this webhook right here. This is the URL we want to send webhooks to. So I'm going to go back to the Omi app, and I'm going to paste that into my Omi app right here. So we'll say, I want to send this webhook URL here. And that should then enable it to, so we have to, in order to submit, we also need to likely send out we need some sort of image. Let's see, let's put up, let's just pick an image from the desktop. Let's put, it's not letting me pick an image from the desktop. Oh no, we may have found a bug. I found a bug on the app. Okay, cool. We can't submit the app from the desktop app. We found a bug. All right, great. Good news that we found a bug. I can actually screen share. I'll just do this on my phone instead. So we can do this on my phone. I can also join from my phone. Let's just do, I can join the StreamYard from my phone, I think. Or I can actually screen share from my phone. So we'll just, let me share my screen. We'll do a, let's see if this works. Do from my phone to the MacBook. Let's see if this works. So let's see it. Let's see if that actually. Let's see if it actually did it. I don't know if it did it. So we'll just share my entire screen real quick, and we'll see if this works. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's test it. All right, let's just go MacBook Pro. If anyone can go and check on the live stream, that'd be great. So let's just see if the live stream is live and streaming my, let's go to my Twitter account, and let's see if I'm live streaming. Open the live video. Boom, let's see. Let's see if it's able to see our screen real quick. So oh, you can't see anything on the screen. Ah, dang it. Okay. Well, we'll just have to emulate. There's a screen mirroring function, so I can do screen mirroring. How do you do screen mirroring? iPhone mirroring. There we go. Okay, iPhone mirroring, connecting to iPhone. Here we go. We'll just do iPhone mirroring. Cool. There we go. iPhone mirroring. Make it bigger. Whoops. Got to lock the phone. Okay, here we go. We now have access to my iPhone. Cool. So let's just share my iPhone so it's a little more clear on the screen for everybody. We'll share the iPhone mirroring real quick. All right, there we go. We're now in the Omi app. So we're loading up the Omi app, and now I'm going to connect. I have to connect my Omi to the phone. So I'm going to click on click here, and I'm going to click unpair. So I connect to a new Omi. So I can see my Omi right here, and I'm going to connect my Omi to my phone. So there we go. And now it's turned blue on my screen. So you guys can see right here, it's now turned blue. And I'm going to go in here, and you can see all my past conversations in here. This was me actually listening to a TV show again last night. It was The Accountant movie. So, you know, you actually have to understand that, like, it's recording all conversations, not just what I'm talking about. So that's always an interesting thing. You can see, like, planning an RV trip, brain trauma, unlocking hidden abilities. These were things that happened in the movie Accountant. I don't want to give any spoilers, but you can see here I can chat with my Omi as well. So I can see the Chat GPT. I can chat with Chat GPT right here, and you can see my memories, that it's captured all these memories, and I can accept all these memories that it's created about me. Very cool to see all of this data, as well as all of my action items. So you can see join the Omi chat group. That's an action item for everybody. I'll share you guys the chat group link if you're in San Francisco. And then explore right here. So we can go and create an app. So let's go create an app. We failed to do this on the desktop app, but we're going to do it right here. And this is going to be cool. Pick a cool photo. Let's pick, this is a pepper that I ate for dinner last night. We'll put this little pepper on there. So we'll call this we'll call it the Padron pepper app. And we'll make this we're going to do this one just for fun. So we're going to do, let's just say emotional and mental support. We'll do that one and say the Padron pepper always surprises people with how spicy it is. The pepper always answers to any conversation with a spicy take or controversial opinion about life, politics, religion, sex, and drugs. Let's do and rock and roll and music. So we're gonna make this cool. It's how do you scroll when you're on this? How do you grab the screen? Oops. How do you grab the screen? Two fingers. Otherwise. Okay, well, I'll just tab it. So we'll make the app free. You don't need anything. I'm having trouble scrolling. Oh no, I'm failing. Okay, we'll try again. You know what? I'll just scroll down for us and go down to the bottom. Cool. We'll just scroll. I just scrolled on my iPhone instead of, there we go. Okay. So app capabilities, we can say we want to submit this app. I agree to the terms, make it public, and we'll do external integration. And then again, I don't know how to scroll down, so I'm failing at this. So there we go. There we go. Let's do it again. Okay, cool. I just scrolled down and now I can see I want to make it read conversations. I want to trigger transcript processed, and I want to paste that webhook URL right there. So I have that webhook tester URL. Let's copy paste this right into the Omi app. Where'd it go? Screen mirroring, allow paste. Boom. I just pasted it from my MacBook to iPhone mirroring. Very cool. Now I can click submit app. And now this app is going to be made public if it gets approved by the Omi team. It's generally easy to get approval. And I'm going to go ahead and confirm that, submitting the app. And boom, I've now submitted my first external integration, and it's set up to send webhook to that URL. So let's give it a moment. We have 55 people watching how to build an Omi app. So thank you guys for tuning in. I have the Omi AI necklace right here, and you can also buy the dev kit as well as the final product on the website. There we go. We've built the Padron app. I'm going to install the Padron Pepper app now on my device, which then I'm granting access to this app on my phone. And now I'll go reconnect. So now I'm granting access to it. Oops. Try again. There we go. Try it another time. All right, so now it has access. It's installed on my phone, and I can go and I can chat with the pepper, most likely. Let's see, where's the pepper? Where's the pepper? I don't see the pepper app on here. Where's the pepper app? So there's Purple the dog, Omi translator. Let's see if I can find the Padron Pepper app real quick. It's not showing up in my app. So it should not require being approved. Should not require being approved because I made the app, so it should just show up. So yeah, so it'll show up eventually. So we can go chat with the app, and I can share it with others. So I can actually see this, and it should be sending data. So we can now see here. Let me show you guys. Okay, so data is now coming through from the webhook URLs. So let's go look at our webhook tester. So our webhook tester now shows that we are receiving webhooks. So look at all these posts coming through. So we can see in here the data that's actually coming through. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for you guys. I'll just zoom in so you guys can see the screen a little bit better online. I think that's probably big enough for you guys. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we have all these posts coming in. Let's just pick a random post. So this is one of the posts. It came in and we have, it's, sent to webhook -test. You can see it's a Python agent sending through, and you can see the data. So data is now coming through from the webhook. So you can actually see the message is the words that I just said, right? So boom, that's something I just said. Let's go to a newer one. Obviously, if I keep talking about this, you can see the screen a little bit better. So now you can see the words that I just said on this video call are now live on this webhook test site. Now, that was really easy, right? It took 2 minutes. You just download the mobile app, connect it to the device, send webhook, and you're sending live transcripts from a physical device to the cloud, to whatever server you want. So now you can go build your own app on top of that. But you might want to have a starting point, right? So this is just a very basic webhook. And of course you can go back to the docs, and there are other things that we can dive into. So I will talk a little bit about the import apps. So import apps is actually an API that's both import and export. Ironically, they called it import. We need to rename it to import export. So you can actually generate API keys in the app, and then you can send out your conversation data via a REST API. So then you have an API endpoint, and you can create memories as well as request memories. So this is really useful if you don't want to use webhooks and you just want to get the last conversation history. So you can read the API endpoint right here by just doing a get to api.omi/v2. And you put your app ID in here. So you need to have your app ID and your user ID to pull this out via REST API. Now, I would recommend starting with webhooks because it's real time. The conversations API, you're getting the last 100 conversations. It might be a good idea if you miss a message from a webhook, or you just want to have your app automatically install on someone's device. It now has past history access as well. So you can go and you implement either of these. You can also stream real-time audio. So I would recommend just sticking with the webhook for now, because what you can do is you can build something like this. This is an example application that I've built at a hackathon called actionitem.app. So you can go and you can actually clone this repo from my GitHub. I call it the Dabble Kit. And what this does is this receives those webhook URLs and turns it into this application. And so this application takes all of my conversations and memories and puts it onto a website. So I said, okay, I want something more advanced than just the webhook site. I want to actually display this on a website so that I can share the conversations that I'm having. Now, this is something that's obviously this is a privacy thing. So I'm not actually sharing all of the information. I'm just sharing the topics that we talk about. So you can see people talking about dating, people talking about COVID, people talking about, expressions of gratitude, and developers discussing crypto projects. And so these memories are now brought into the website, and now I can take those ideas and actually turn them into products. So my idea for an app was to vibe code everyone's ideas. So as I collect ideas, I turn these into projects, and then I reward people for coming up with ideas. So this was just one idea that I had, and we built it, and we won a hackathon by building a leaderboard of people capturing ideas. So this is just one idea that you could build on top of the Omi. I felt like this was a really cool idea. We won a hackathon with it. If you want to use the code, you're welcome to it. It's all open source and accessible. Another idea that I have I would love to share with you guys is actually from Black Mirror itself. I don't know if you've seen Black Mirror, but in Black Mirror, they create these memorials based on a person's life and history. So they send a device very similar to the Omi to their loved ones, and their loved ones record stories by looking through photos. So I actually built this, vibe coded this website for you. You know, as seen on Netflix, we've made the thing that's on Netflix actual real. So you can go and like look at photos and videos and then talk to your Omi and record these ideas. So this is a really cool idea. I have not built out the application yet. If you want to work on this idea, I'm just doing product market fit research and testing, but it's very feasible. We just need an app that takes photos and videos and then combines it with the transcripts from actual conversations. Now, of course, Omi has their own developer kits in the docs. So if you go to the docs, you'll find we have an SDK. The SDK is actually not for building apps. It's actually for building your own full mobile app. So if you want to replace the entire mobile app with your own mobile app, you can do that with the SDKs. As well, you can go and build your own backend by forking Omi. So I'm going to show you where to go to do that. So if you want, you need to go find the based hardware GitHub. So the base hardware GitHub is sort of the home for Omi, and you want to go to the Omi repo, and you can see all of the latest updates. Everything is open source. You can see the pull requests of people that are making contributions right now. And if you'd like to contribute, of course, you can actually go to projects, and there's a list of to-dos and bounties right here. So you can go and you can see all the different ideas that need to get built. So we want to create import apps. We want to build an Apple Watch integration, and these bounties are actually in process. So there's help wanted. So that we want help on building an Apple Watch integration. These are all paid bounties. So you can earn money for building these things. We're looking for someone to rebuild the app from scratch in React Native. We want someone to have a mute button on it. We want someone to improve on the Google Calendar integration and import data from email. So there's a lot of work that still needs to be done, and there are bounties to pay developers to build it. But there's also lots of cool example applications out there that you can go find on the Omi docs. So you can just search for example, and you'll find example audio transcript conversation. You can find example use cases, and you can, under example use cases, you can see like some ideas for apps that you might want to build. There's also a nice list. So there's one called Omi Notes. So I found this one to be really great. I'll drop a link to this website real quick on as a banner on our page right here. Boom. So this is one of my favorite hackers projects. This was actually made by the team at UC Berkeley. So UC Berkeley grads or students actually built this map of all your conversations. So you can see all your conversations showing up on a map. So if you're into photography, this is a great place to take a photo at sunset. Talk to security guards here. This is a great spot for photos. Here's a best place for a quiet walk in the afternoon. And this is the stadium. Sanjay says, "Go Bears." Right. So this was a really cool project. You can also take their code. It's all public on their GitHub. So if you're also looking for other really cool examples, I highly recommend going to ethglobal.com, and you can actually go to ETH Global Showcase. And on the ETH Global Showcase, you can just search for the word Omi, and you'll actually find quite a bit of example projects. So we've taken and given out Omis at a lot of hackathons. So you can see someone built a marketplace to monetize Omi data. Someone built an Omi that can code. Someone built an NFT maker out of Omis. Someone made a decentralized music player. Someone made an Omi that can swap. So this was a crypto hackathon. So obviously there's a few crypto projects in there. Obviously Omi is not a crypto project at the time, but we encourage people to build whatever they can on top of it. I would love to also just, bring it back to what we want to build today, which is we want you to build applications on top of this hardware platform. So if you need, one of the first things you need to do is go and get your device. So I encourage everybody to go buy their own device on the, oh no, why is it blurry? No, don't be blurry. Why is it blurry? Oh no. Don't be blurry. Oh, well, Desku is going blurry on us. Sorry about that, guys. Well, regardless, I can just show it to you guys on this screen. I'll just remove that. Stop sharing that. There we go. So you can buy this dev kit, and you can also buy the final device. on the website. So I encourage you to go and buy these. And again, if you want to get started building, I recommend going into the GitHub, take a look at all the options for what you can build on the bounties board. So take a look at the bounties board. And then also Omi is now hiring. So if you go to omi.me and you click on careers, you can apply to join our engineering bootcamp and our growth bootcamp. So these are programs, you'd work full-time this summer and essentially get a job at Omi, the company. And it's a 2-month sprint in our office, and we'll pay for 10 O1 visas. So if you're one of the 10 or 20 people, you'll get an O1 visa, and or at least we'll pay for the costs of legal, and we'll help you get a place in San Francisco. We'll help you find housing, and you'll come work for us in San Francisco. So, apply, come work for us. It'll be a cool time. Also, we want people who are growth marketers. So we're looking for people that know how to get 100 million views online. So this is really great if you're not the best coder, but you have a lot of skills with social media. If you can prove that you've done something before, this is a great program for you. As well, if you want to just take any role, you can go and talk to Nick directly and have a call with him to talk about becoming a co-founder of Omi. So I hope that you guys go and apply. For this hackathon right now, we are, of course, at a hackathon in San Francisco at the Berlin House, which is the Frontier Tower. So we're hosting this hackathon this weekend. So you can come by 995 Market and hack in this hackathon. And I'm going to be giving away one of these Omi AI necklaces to whoever builds the best application. I'm going to give one of the new consumer devices. These are worth $89, but it's kind of precious because there's only 200 of them in San Francisco right now. So this is the first run of the AI necklace. And if you want to get one, come compete in the hackathon, register right now. You might still be, I don't know if you can still register, but those that have registered already are competing for this necklace. And I hope to see some really cool products come out of it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to open up for questions. I think what we've covered was a quick introduction, install the app, how to build a prompt-based app, how to build an integration app. We have not shown you how to build an import app, but that's also, it's a REST API, so pretty simple. And then real-time audio streaming, I don't need to show you guys that. So what?
All the Omi apps are by default free.
So the Omi apps are mostly free on the App Store. So if you go to the Omi App Store, you can see here, there are actually like thousands of apps on here. Most of them are free. There are some that cost money. So I think if you go to Google Drive, let's see, Google Drive is a subscription. So they're testing out a subscription fee for it. So it looks like, let's see, let me go back to the Omi. Let me go back to where's StreamYard? Where's StreamYard? Where's StreamYard? Where is the StreamYard? Which one is StreamYard? Okay, we'll just go back and share again. There we go. Here's StreamYard. So let's share my screen. I'll show you guys how to. I forgot what I was doing. Here we go. All right. So if you want to build Omi apps, this is the place to go. You want to go and use this to read. There's a nice tutorial here as well, building the basics of it. So what was your question again? Okay, great. All right. Any questions from online? I'd love to answer any questions. Feel free to ask questions in the comments and I'll answer them. If there's no questions, we can end this session, but I just want to make sure we answer everyone's questions. Get your device, update the firmware. Highly recommend doing that before you start to use it. It's an important step. The firmware is, yeah, go ahead, question.
There's an SD card.
There is an SD card inside of the Omi, yes. The Omi Dev Kit 1 does not have an SD card. Omi Dev Kit 2, which you can buy on the website, comes with an SD card, 64 gigabytes of RAM. And the Omi Dev Kit Consumer, or I guess you could call it the V3, but it also comes with an SD card inside of it. I can't see the SD card from the top of it. Let me see. I don't see the SD card in there, but there is storage on it. So I had like hours of conversations with it with it not connected to my phone, and then it connected to my phone and it synchronized automatically. So it's useful to have even when it's not connected to your phone, which is a really nice feature. Okay, great. Well, I hope everyone goes to omi.me. You can apply on the careers page to join Omi and hack with us. You can also go and get started by building on the GitHub. I should also encourage you to join the Discord. So if you want to follow up with us and you want to stay in touch, I encourage you to go join the Discord. It's right at the top of the website. So you can go, where is the Discord link? So Discord link is at the bottom. So I highly recommend joining the Discord. This is the best place to get in touch with us and communicate with us. We have over 7,000 people in the Discord. So come join our Discord. It's always popping with people. And we actually have calls every Friday. So you can come and join us. And we'll actually be having a event tonight, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll be hosting our Omi community meetup online, so you can join us. And there'll be a lot of people hanging out on this. So we do video calls and we talk to everybody. So here, I'll give you guys a quick Discord just so you can see. Here's the Discord right here. So we've got lots of people in the Discord. There's always people chatting in here. People reporting bugs or people suggesting ideas. And so, yeah, this is the main channel. I'm giving you a little spy on the team. This is the main general channel. And so people are always looking for help and getting discussions. And we have meetups that happen right here inside of the Discord. So you can always come and join the Omi Discord and come hang out with us. So, yeah, I think there's 2 events coming up. So you can see there's a June 7th. Oh, I don't see June 7th. Look at, there's no meeting tonight. Oh no. Okay. Well, next week there'll be a June 13th event, community meetup at 3 p.m. So, and then we also have a weekly sync with the team at 7:30. So come and join our community meetups, 3 p.m. Pacific. And you can always chat with us. We're always looking for engineers. Again, you can apply on the website or you can just start building on the GitHub. But the Discord's the best place to join the team. I'm Colin. I'm the friendly DevRel and hosting hackathons. So great. Thank you guys.
Thank you.